Welcome to this comprehensive UPSC overview on economic inequality and taxation. In this video, we will explore the correlation and interdependence between these critical issues, discussing the problems they create and possible resolutions. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Economic inequality refers to the unequal distribution of wealth and income among different groups in society. This disparity can be seen in various forms, such as differences in wages, property ownership, and access to essential services like education and healthcare. It is a pressing issue in both developed and developing countries, affecting millions of lives. In developed nations, the gap between the rich and the poor continues to widen, while in developing countries, the struggle to achieve even basic economic stability is a daily challenge for many. This inequality has significant implications for social stability, economic growth, and overall welfare. High levels of economic inequality can lead to social unrest, reduced economic mobility, and a lack of trust in institutions. It can also hinder economic growth by limiting the potential of a large portion of the population. Taxation plays a crucial role in addressing these inequalities, as it is a primary tool for wealth redistribution. Through progressive tax policies, governments can collect more from those who have higher incomes and redistribute it to fund public services and social programs that benefit the less fortunate. Effective tax policies can help reduce the wealth gap and promote a more equitable society. However, it requires careful planning and implementation to ensure that the tax system is fair and efficient, and that the funds collected are used effectively to address the root causes of economic inequality. The relationship between economic inequality and taxation is complex and interdependent. Tax policies can either exacerbate or mitigate inequality. Progressive taxation, where higher income earners pay a larger percentage of their income in taxes, is one method governments use to reduce inequality. However, the effectiveness of these policies depends on their design and implementation. There are various types of taxes that affect economic inequality, including income tax, corporate tax, and wealth tax. Income tax is generally progressive, but corporate and wealth taxes often have loopholes that can be exploited by the wealthy, reducing their effectiveness in addressing inequality. Taxation is not just about revenue collection, it is also about redistribution. Tax revenues are used to fund public services and social programs that benefit society as a whole, particularly the underprivileged. This includes education, healthcare, and social security, which are vital for reducing inequality. Countries with effective tax policies tend to have lower levels of economic inequality. These policies are designed to ensure that wealth is more evenly distributed among the population, reducing the gap between the rich and the poor. By implementing progressive tax systems, governments can collect more revenue from those who can afford to pay more, and use these funds to support social programs that benefit everyone. For example, Scandinavian countries, which have highly progressive tax systems and strong welfare states, have some of the lowest levels of inequality in the world. In Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, the government provides extensive public services, such as free healthcare and education, which are funded by these taxes. This not only helps to level the playing field, but also ensures that all citizens have access to essential services, regardless of their income level. The result is a more cohesive and equitable society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. In contrast, countries with regressive tax systems often see a widening gap between the rich and the poor. These systems place a heavier burden on lower-income individuals, making it harder for them to improve their economic situation. As a result, wealth becomes concentrated in the hands of a few, leading to greater social and economic disparities. This can create a cycle of poverty that is difficult to break, as those with fewer resources have limited opportunities to advance. By examining these global comparisons, we can better understand the impact of tax policies on economic inequality and work towards creating fairer systems for all. Global trends indicate that economic inequality is on the rise in many parts of the world, driven by factors such as globalization, technological change, and policy choices. Taxation is a key tool that governments can use to counter these trends, but it requires careful balancing to avoid negative economic impacts. To address economic inequality effectively, tax reforms are necessary. This includes closing tax loopholes, increasing tax rates for the wealthy, and improving tax enforcement. These measures can help ensure that the tax system is fair and effective in reducing inequality. Empirical studies show that well-designed tax policies can significantly reduce economic inequality over time. However, these policies must be complemented by other measures such as labor market reforms and social protection programs to achieve lasting results. India, like many other developing countries, faces significant challenges in addressing economic inequality. While the country has implemented various tax policies aimed at reducing inequality, issues such as tax evasion, administrative inefficiency, and a large informal economy hinder their effectiveness. Addressing economic inequality through taxation requires a multifaceted approach involving policymakers, economists, and civil society. It is crucial to ensure that tax policies are not only fair, but also effectively implemented and enforced. As noted by many experts, taxation is one of the most powerful tools available to governments for reducing inequality. However, its success depends on political will, public support, and the ability to adapt policies to changing economic conditions. Without effective tax reforms, economic inequality is likely to continue to rise, leading to social unrest and economic instability. Conversely, well-designed tax policies can lead to a more equitable distribution of wealth, promoting social cohesion and sustainable economic growth. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more educational videos. As we wrap up, we want to encourage you to dive deeper into the topics we've covered today. Economic inequality and taxation are complex subjects that impact all of us in various ways. Pause 2S. If you're interested in learning more, consider exploring resources like the World Inequality Database, which offers comprehensive data on global economic disparities. You can also check out the OECD's reports on tax policies and economic performance for a more detailed analysis of how different countries approach taxation. Pause 2S. For those who prefer interactive learning, websites like Khan Academy and Coursera offer free courses on economics and public policy. These platforms provide a more structured way to understand the intricacies of tax systems and their societal impacts. Pause 2S. Don't forget to join our community by subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos. Your engagement helps us create more content that matters to you. Pause 2S. Lastly, we invite you to leave your thoughts and questions in the comments section below. Your feedback is invaluable and helps us improve with every video. Pause 2S. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and stay curious. Pause 3S. Thank you for watching.